Hello everyone, in this video tutorial I will show you how you can download the earthquake data from the USGS Earth Explorer website. So for this purpose search www.usgs.gov. Here click on the science. Within the science come here the natural hazards. Now scroll down and click on the programs. Within the programs you will see here, when you scroll down you will see here natural hazards mission area. So here now click on the earthquake hazard program. Within the earthquake hazard program, now click on the earthquakes, and within the earthquakes now click on the search earthquake catalog. Now here, from here you can select your options and you can download the earthquake data. So here you can see the magnitude, date and time, and geographic region from for which you want to download the data. Now here, if you want, you can download the magnitude having the earthquakes having magnitude equals or greater than 2.5. If you select the 4.5, then it will download only the earthquake having magnitude 4.5 or greater. And within the custom you can here click on this and you can put your number here, any number, like here, and you can also increase or you can decrease from here like this. Okay, now here I will click on the 4.5 for the this tutorial purpose, and you can also set the maximum limit of this, but I will not. Okay, for this tutorial purpose. Now here same like the magnitude, you can here select the date and time. Like if you want the recent earthquake, you can select the past 7 days earthquake, past 30 days, and you can also select the custom. For example, let me uh, change the start date. I will select the 2020, and for the end time I will the 2026 is the my end date and time. Okay, so now for if you want, you can download for the whole world. This data set you can download for the whole world, or you can also select the custom. For the custom you have to choose on the map for which area you want to download. So I will download for the northern region of the Pakistan. Now here I will select this place. Now click on it and drag, so you will the polygon the rectangle will be selected. The rectangle or square you can draw in any form. Now again, right click, left click, sorry. So now use this region, click on this, use this region. Okay, so here we have selected the magnitude, date and time, geographic region. Okay, now here we have the advanced options. If you click on it, so here you can see the geographic region. You can put the coordinates as well as the circle. Okay, now you can see here the depth of the earthquake. You can also mention it, and the azimuthal gap. You can also write here the azimuthal gap minimum and maximum as well. Now, okay, you can also search by the event types like earthquake, non-earthquake like accidental explosion, acoustic noise. like we have different types of explosive event types, so here you can select that as well, like impact, catalog, contributors, product type. Now I will come to the output option. Now here you can see you have a different format available. You can download your data set in different formats like CSV, KML, map and list, quick ML, GeoJSON. Okay, so I will select for this. I will download the data both in the CSV as well as KML. To visualize in the Excel sheet CSV format, I will download it, and for the to view in on the Google Earth or even ArcGIS. So I will download it for in KML. We can also convert the CSV to KML or shapefile as well. I have also already uploaded a video on how to convert CSV to shapefile or KML or shapefile. Okay, so now I will select the CSV for this, and here you can order your data. Like if you want the newest data first, then you can select this, and if you want the oldest first, then you can select this one, the second option. The third option means the magnitude, having the largest first, and the fourth one, the smallest magnitude, will be on the top. So now I will leave it as by default like this, time newest first. Okay, now click on the search. So the data has been downloaded successfully. Now let me also download for the KML. Okay, now you can see here the KML while downloading in KML. Here you can see the data. It will color the earthquake data by age. Age mean time, and by depth as well, or animated. I will color by depth. Okay, order by newest. Okay, like I will search it. You can also color by age. I mean time. Now here you can see your KML. Okay, now let me open the query. Okay, so here you can see the data set. I have only 7 uh, mm, event data, earthquake data that have been downloaded for my area of interest. Like you can see here the depth, the time, latitude, longitude, depth, magnitude. Okay, and the rest, this is the magnitude type through which the magnitude have been calculated, and NST gap, this is actually the gap of the azimuthal gap. And you can also study the rest of the data set, but we need only this data set for this tutorial. Okay, so here we have time, latitude, longitude, depth of the earthquake, and magnitude of the earthquake. Okay, so now we also have this data set in the KML format as well. Now let me open this data set in the Google Earth. Now let me drag it to the Google Earth. Okay, now you can see here we have earthquake. Let me get rid of the borders and labels as well as the roads. So you can see the data clearly. Now here you can see, let me click on this, so you can see here the magnitude is 5 and this is 23 kilometer depth, northwest up Shingli Bala, Pakistan. Okay, now here you can also see this. You can see the data, the location, the depth. Okay, and this is actually the magnitude 5. Okay, the data has been classified based on the depth. Here you can see 0 to 33 kilometer. It has given the orange color, and this 33 to 70 yellow, and so on and so forth. Now we can also uh, download the data, like for example, let me download uh, my data above 2.5 magnitude. Let me search for this, and now let me click on the KML format. Okay, now search. Now we will see here a lot of data will be available, because we have uh, earthquake that have magnitude. With less magnitude we have lot of earthquakes. Okay, now let me open this. Now let me uncheck the first one and the query 1 and open it. Now here you can see uh, we have more number of earthquakes, and you can see here. Okay, this earthquake has 4 magnitude earthquake. Okay, and the depth is 48 miles or 78 kilometer. Okay, so this is how you can download the data from the USGS Earth Explorer. Now if you want to open the data set within the ArcGIS Pro, you can simply go to the insert map and add data. Within the add data you can select the XY point data. Within the XY point data you have to select the CSV file. CSV, now let me open that CSV and let me browse it. Okay, so here we have the EQ CSV file. Now click on it and click OK. So now here you can see this is the output feature class. You can browse that, and you can give the path of the output feature class. Okay, now let me change the name of it, EQ data. Okay, now here we have the in the X feed the longitude, and the Y you have to select here the latitude. Okay, and the Z field we will leave it by default as empty. Now you can also uh, select the coordinate system. We have selected the GCS WGS 1984, and now click run. Okay, so here you can see your data set have been loaded. Now let me export it. Export feature, this EQ data, and you can select your folder where you want to save this data set. I'll save this data set into that EQ folder. EQ, and now click OK. Now remove the first one, and you have the EQ shapefile, the earthquake data shapefile. Now we will go to the attribute table of it, and here you can see the time, latitude, longitude, depth, magnitude, and all the data set. Here you can see it. Okay, now to symbolize it, right click on the EQ and go to the symbology. Within the symbology you can here select the unique symbols, graduated colors. You can select here the graduated color, and lot of other techniques are available here. So I will select the graduated colors. Okay, and you can also select the professional symbol that are widely used for the earthquake dataset, like this. But I will uh, reduce the maximum size to 20, for example, in this case. Okay, Like this, you can visualize your data set or the symbology. And you can select here here we have selected the latitude, so I will select here magnitude. Okay, and you can also select the depth. Here we have the maximum depth, and here the lowest. Okay, you can also heat map. Select the heat map for it, like this. This is here the dense, and here we have the sparse earthquake data. Okay, this is how you can visualize your data set.